Welcome to PDMP. PDMP is a non-credit, ungraded, free mentorship experience. This program is for students who have not yet been assigned a chair and have not completed all of their didactic courses. This is designed to help you enter the dissertation phase with a feasible research concept. You'll be presented with a series of scaffolded assignments in the form of worksheets where we will give you individualized feedback to help you complete the prospectus, which is your first deliverable in DST 9101. Please wait on feedback in one unit before moving on to the next. What you will accomplish over the next 8 units is you will identify and justify your topic. You will find the gap in the literature and identify and verify the problem. You will conduct a gap feasibility analysis. You will develop a theoretical framework and literature matrix, your problem and purpose statements, research questions and hypotheses if quant, and we will ensure that you have chosen the correct methodology and research design. You will put that all together in a concept summary document and complete an alignment table. Once you receive approval from your mentor, which would be me, of your concept summary document, you will then move on to chair selection. Please keep in mind that your topic must align with your program. So if you're in the DOSH program, you're looking for an occupational safety and health problem. If you're in the EDD program, you're looking for an educational problem. If you're in the DBA program, you need to find a business problem. Please keep in mind that problems are just opinions unless you can find current research to support they're an actual problem. What to expect. In each module, there's a worksheet that you will download, complete, and upload for us to review. Do not create another document. You don't need to worry about APA formatting. We want you to complete the worksheets in their entirety. We will then give you specific feedback that you will need to address before you move on to the next unit. We aim to give you feedback within 3 business days. Please keep in mind that because of the scaffolding nature of this program, each module builds on the last. That means you cannot move on to the next module until you've reviewed our feedback for the previous module and incorporate it. You'll need to mark out about 5 hours a week or 40 hours total for the 8 units. Your commitment in PDMP is to stay active. Get going early and keep moving. Think, is my proposed study feasible? Can I do it under the confines of the dissertation process? Is it measurable? Are all of my variables aligned? Open yourself up to feedback. You're going to get a lot of it. Sometimes you're going to need to step back and make sure that you embrace and apply that feedback. Sometimes it's not easy to have to pivot and to have to change things, but that's part of the dissertation process. Keep your focus on readiness for the DST or dissertation courses. That's our goal here. Here are some answers to some frequently asked questions. Can you move as quickly as you like? You sure can. Some students get done in just a couple of weeks, but please wait for the feedback before moving on. If you don't finish, can you re-enroll? No. This is a one-time opportunity. If you get started and realize that you can't finish or you don't want to be a part of it, that's fine. Let us know. We'll unenroll you, and then you'll just go back to working on your didactic courses. And once your didactic courses are finished, then you can apply for chair enrollment. What if you get down and there's only one module left when the term ends? Can you still get assigned a chair? No. You must complete all 8 units and get your concept summary document approved by me, the facilitator mentor, and if you're in the CSES programs, those have to be approved by the program facilitator. So if you're in DOSH, you'll also need a DOSH review. DEM review. DFIRE, you'll need that as well. So that can take a little bit of time. If you don't get your concept summary document approved, you cannot be assigned a chair. So if you get to the end and we can't get approval, you still take all that information that you've learned, but you'll need to go back and finish your didactic courses before you apply for chair assignment. You will start DST 9101 in the next term, as long as you get finished with enough time for us to get you registered. So as soon as you are assigned a chair the next term, you will be enrolled in the DST courses and you'll start that ball rolling. You still have to complete all your didactic courses and all 15 DST courses to graduate. So just because you're in PDMP, you don't get to skip any of those. All of the courses that are on your DAP and all of the 15 DST courses must be completed before you can graduate. DST courses are continuous enrollment. So that means once you start the ball rolling, you're expected to take at least one DST course each term. You can't take a break from them. If you need to take a break due to extenuating circumstances, you'll need to go into your student portal and fill out the leave of absence form. You're allowed one LOA per year if it's approved. If we approve your concept summary document, it does not necessarily mean that your chair will approve your study. Most of the time that they do, but keep in mind that what we're doing is trying to get the foundational components together. And once you're working with your chair, it will be up to them to help guide you with your study. You cannot create your own surveys for quantitative studies. At CSU, we require you to use an already existing validated survey instrument. So you cannot create your own survey, and you cannot cherry pick questions from existing surveys. So you need to find a survey that measures your variables. We have a whole list of validated surveys in the DWRC in the research side under quantitative. Can I do mixed method studies? No. At CSU, we only allow quantitative studies or qualitative studies. You cannot do a mixed method study. If you have questions, send a message to the mentor in that unit using the message system within the Blackboard course. If you're not sure who to reach out to, you can contact me, Jan Tucker, and I'll be happy to answer questions or forward it to the person who needs that question or can answer it for you. What resources do you need? Everything you need is self-contained within the modules within PDMP. Make sure you go through those resources. There are also a ton of resources in the DWRC, which will help you as well. So let's get started. Keep in mind, this is something you're going to hear over and over again. The best dissertation is a done dissertation. You can change the world later. We need to get you through this process. So sometimes you have to take a step back from what you had originally planned and kind of listen to our feedback and integrate it. We want to get you through this process, and that's our goal. Take a step back and think, why does this topic that I'm proposing matter? Can you answer the so what question? What is the point of this? Make sure that you can address a verifiable problem in the industry that's aligned with your program. It can't just be something you have witnessed unless you have found this within the literature that's an actual problem. Don't put down that there's limited research, so that's your problem. That's not a problem. That's a gap, but it's not a problem. A problem would be if you're in DOSH, a safety problem. If you're in education, it'd be an education problem. If you're in business, it'd be a business problem. And most importantly, be committed to the process and be open to feedback. Take a deep breath, take it one step at a time, and we'll get you through this. If you have any questions, just reach out to any of the mentors within the PDMP, and we're happy to answer them for you. If you receive feedback and you're not sure what to do with it, again, reach out to us. We're all here to help you. Enjoy the process.